Good morning, dear students. Today is our time with the first lesson in grade 5. We have a very nice tour in one of the different countries. I don't know if you've been there or not. Now I will leave you to enjoy a little enjoyable video about this place. All right? Here we are. We will get the video about Machu Picchu. Machu Picchu is the name for the most famous city that has Inca civilization in Peru. Have any of you been to Peru? All right. We will travel there right now. All what you need to know is to sit back, enjoy the video, collect as much information as possible about the city. Here we go.
The stone city of Machu Picchu is one of the most fascinating archaeological sites on the planet. Located northwest of Cusco, Peru, Machu Picchu is a testament to the power and ingenuity of the Inca people. During its prime, the Inca civilization stretched about 2,500 miles along South America's Pacific coastline from modern-day Ecuador down into Chile. This distance is nearly the horizontal width of the continental United States. Machu Picchu, located at the center of this once expansive empire, is one of the few well-preserved remnants of the Inca civilization. Built around the mid-15th century, Machu Picchu is a stunning example of the Incas' engineering feats. The Inca constructed Machu Picchu's palaces, temples, terraces, and infrastructure using stone, and without the help of wheels or tools made of steel or iron. One particularly notable aspect of their construction is foregoing the use of mortar, a material often used to bind stones together. Nonetheless, the stones of Machu Picchu were cut so precisely that they snugly fit together. Located on two fault lines, Machu Picchu often experiences earthquakes, but because of the stone's exceptional cut and fit, they bounce during tremors, and they are able to easily fall back into position. These engineering marvels have preserved Machu Picchu's remarkable condition for over 500 years. Machu Picchu's purpose is still a mystery to many archaeologists. Some theorize that it may have served as a ceremonial site, a military stronghold, or a retreat for nobility. The site's geographic layout may be significant in another way. Many of both the man-made and natural structures appear to align with astronomical events. But in the early 16th century, only about 100 years after it was built, Machu Picchu was abandoned. And since the Inca had no written language, no records exist to explain the exact purpose of the site. Although local communities knew about Machu Picchu, the site remained largely unknown to the outside world for hundreds of years. Spanish conquistadors who invaded the Inca civilization in the 16th century never came across the site. It wasn't until the early 20th century when Melchor Arteaga, a local farmer, debuted Machu Picchu to outsiders when he led Yale University professor Hiram Bingham to the site. Bingham and successive explorers devoted much of their academic careers to studying the archaeological wonder. Despite its enigmatic nature, Machu Picchu still stands as one of the world's most important archaeological sites. It is a testament to the power and ingenuity of one of the largest empires in the Americas. In 1983, UNESCO designated Machu Picchu as a World Heritage Site, and today, visitors from around the world come to pay homage to this piece of history.
All right. Speaking about the Inca civilization, of course we should remember the Pharaoh civilization that we had here in Egypt a long time ago, right? Do you remember any of the old places, the old sites that people come from all over the world and visited? The pyramids, that's one of the most famous places worldwide. Do you know where is it located? And that's near Cairo, in a city called Giza. That's correct. What else? Luxor is the name of a city which has lots and lots of monuments. Do you remember any of the names? Have any of you been to, let us say, Luxor Temple? Karnak? Do you know any other places? Huh? Anyone? All right. For now, we're moving down to get to know more about Machu Picchu, and we will get that through our lesson 1. Before that, we will move down to some words that you might find it a little difficult or new for you. We will get to the words, then we will start reading. That's one of the words that you will find in a moment once reading the lesson. It's called monument. Can you repeat after me? Monument. Monument. Monument is a structure or a building that is built to honor a special person or an event. This is one of our monuments here in Egypt. That's what you can see. That's one of the temples, ancient temples since the Pharaoh's time. Do you remember the name? Who can recall the word? Monument. Monument. Repeat after me, please. Monument. All right. Let's move to the second one. The second word, ruin. Repeat after me. Ruin. Ruin. Here we have a picture for a ruin. Do you think this building is complete? No, right? There is a missing part. Where did it go? Collapsed, damaged, right? Is it new or old? Old, that's correct. So the ruin is a damaged old building. A damaged old building. What do you mean, mister? It's not complete. It's not complete. So when it's not complete and when it's old, I call it ruin. Excellent. I call it ruin. Super. Let's move to another word. Who's familiar with this view? Who can tell what it is? Yes.
It's a semi-Christian.
A big clapping for the gentleman. That's good. When I don't know a word, I try to explain it. He wanted to say, this is a place for Christians. That's correct. Thank you. That's correct. So, what is this place? It's the place where Christians pray. The place where Christians pray. Do you know what's pray? Yes. So, where the Christians pray is a place, I call it church. 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 What is the church? A place where Christians pray. Occasionally. What is the name for the place where Muslims pray? Who knows? Yes. Excellent. Clap the hands. Give them a big applause. Good job. The mosque is the place for Muslims to pray, and the church is the place for Christians to pray. Excellent. Moving on to another one. That looks like a church as well, right? Yes. But looking to the size of the cars, it's a massive. It's huge, right? Yes. Huge in size and huge in authority and control as well. We call it cathedral. Can you repeat that? Cathedral. 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 Cathedral is like the head church. It's like a head church. The very, very important one. The boss church. Alright? Got it, ya ولاد? The largest and the most important church in the area. In Egypt, we have many churches, but we have one cathedral in Cairo. How many cathedrals do we have? One in Cairo. And how many churches? Many. All right? Good. Let us move to another one. We're talking about what makes this fence. We call it blocks.
Blocks.
Repeat, blocks.
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 What are the blocks? Solid, straight-sided pieces of hard material used for building. How can I build this fence? What do I need? Excellent. What do I need?
Blocks.
Super. With the blocks, I can build the fence. Excellent. Now, have you ever seen this before? If you've been to Old Cairo, you would see it. Old Cairo only, yes. They used to make these, oh great, super, what's your name? Give him a big applause to Sharif, excellent. Salah ad-Din and other kings, that type used to be warriors, so they used to build, repeat this word, fort.
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 What's a fort? A place where the army stands behind it and they fight those who want to come in. The fort is a place, a strong building, often with high walls around it, used by soldiers and the army for defending the place. For a defending the place. So, Sharif said castle. What is the difference between the fort and the castle? The castle is where the king lives, is where someone who's very important lives. But the fort is not a place to live. It's a place to defend your city. It's a place to defend your city. Got it? Excellent. What do you think? Do you see zebras in the street?
No.
Have you ever seen a giraffe near your house?
No.
Why? Because we don't have it in Egypt.
In the zoo.
We can have it in the zoo. Excellent. We can have it in the zoo. Just to go and watch it. Yes. But some other countries who already have these animals, they keep it in a, repeat this word, reserve.
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 What is a reserve? A protected area.
Protected area.
Protected.
Protected.
Protected. All right, tell me. A protected area.
Area that the zebras and the old animals can live in it.
It has many functions. We have a reserve in nearby Cairo for stones only. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
It's called Al-Maadi.
In social studies.
Yes, that's what you took last year in social studies. Yes, near Cairo. So the reserve is a protected place where there is something very important inside it. Where there is something very important inside it. Can be animals, can be whatever very precious.
And like animals that are about to extinct.
Allah, super. What do you mean about to extend?
That will, the population of them keeps going down until there is not any kind of them.
Super excellent. Super excellent. Good job. So, now we move to another picture. These are type of very dried plants. Type of very dried plants. We call it, repeat after me, straw. 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 What is a straw? A dried yellow stem of some crops like wheat. Some crops like wheat. The straw is very important as well. We can use it in any industries. Another word, sculpture.
Sculpture.
Repeat after me. Sculpture.
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 The sculpture is a statue of someone or something. The sculpture is a statue of someone or something. Another one. That was the words. Now we move down to the book where we start our journey in Peru. We have a journey of 5 days. Each day should be a paragraph, and there is a question, or maybe there are some questions about it. And once it's read, your job to listen carefully to find an answer for the question. Right? Any questions? All right. Who can? There a question? All right. Who can start? You read the first one. Loud in voice, please.
Friday, 10 July. I'm so excited. We're leaving for Peru tomorrow. Our first stop is the capital, Lima. We'll be visiting some of Lima's beautiful churches. We'll also see the monument honoring Peru's national hero, José de San Martin.
José de San Martin. J in there in Peru, it's pronounced Kha. So he is José. Can you repeat his name? José. Excellent. All right, we've got some questions. Who can answer the first one? When are they leaving for Peru? Yes, tell me.
They are leaving tomorrow.
They're leaving tomorrow according to the schedule he has. That's good. Can we give her an applause? Can we? Super. The second question, if you know, you can tell us. What is the capital of Peru? Lima. Repeat, Lima. Can you repeat that? Lima.
Lima.
That is the capital of?
Peru.
Who can tell me what is the capital of Egypt? The capital of Egypt. Huh? Yes. Cairo. Excellent. Super. Good. Third question, you may have an answer. What will they be visiting in Lima? Take your time.
They are visiting the beautiful churches.
Churches. They will see the beautiful churches of Lima. Super. Another applause, please. And now we have to encourage Anas, right? Who gave us an excellent reading. Give him a big applause. Super. Who can read the second paragraph? Yes, do it. Loud voice, please.
Sunday, 12th July. Today we are going to Cusco, the oldest city on the continent.
Excellent.
It's also among the highest at 3,400 meters.
11,000 feet.
11,000 feet.
Good.
Above the sea level, we are visiting Cusco
Cathedral.
Cathedral, which took almost 100 years to build. We are also eating some Brazilian dishes, including.
Can I see it?
Fish in Lima juice.
It's called ceviche. It's called? What is ceviche? Raw fish and lime juice. Do you know what's raw?
Yes.
What's raw? Who can tell me the antonym of raw? The antonym of raw. Yes, Lamar. Cooked, excellent. So the raw fish isn't cooked. What do they put on it? Huh?
Lime juice.
Excellent, super. They need raw fish and they add lime juice in it. Then what do they do? So what is ceviche?
It's a kind of raw fish.
Kind of raw fish. What do we do?
We put it.
Do we put it in our clothes? What do we do? We eat it, so it's a type of food. Is it? Excellent. So what does it call? Ceviche. Excellent. Have you tried ceviche? Have you? Do you like raw food? No. All right. Who can answer these questions? What is the oldest city on the continent? Huh? Cusco is the oldest city on the continent. That's super. Give it a big applause. Super. Who can answer the second? What are they eating? Ceviche. They are eating ceviche. What is ceviche?
It's raw fish with lime juice.
Excellent. Super. Now we move to the third paragraph. Who can read the third paragraph? Super. Take care. These are the questions. Pay attention to the questions.
We are going to
Machu Picchu.
Machu Picchu.
But that's another city like Cusco. Huh?
This is a city of
Inca civilization. What is Inca? Who knows? Huh?
The old people that
Lived in Peru. Excellent. Super. Huh?
found high in this mountains. Machu Picchu was very important during the Inca Empire, but was forgotten until 1911 when an explorer named
Hiram Bingham.
found the city. Today it is one of the most popular
Tourist destination.
tourist destinations in the world.
Excellent. Super. Who can answer the questions? When was Machu Picchu very important? Who can answer? When was Machu Picchu very important? Yes. Excellent. Machu Picchu was very important during the Incan Empire. That's excellent. The last question about it. Is Machu Picchu a popular tourist destination? Who can answer? Who can answer? Yes. Of course, it's one of the most important and popular tourist destinations. Excellent. Let's give both of them a big applause. Super. Can you read paragraph 4? Excellent. Pay attention. The questions are there. You may start.
Friday, 15 July. Today we are visiting this history fort is made from huge 50 to stone. One question is the books came from
Cross, we're talking about Tuesday, 14th of July. All right, carry on.
an area over 5 kilometers, 3.1 meters. Away people moved the blocks down a mountain across the river, and up another mountain to build the fort with contracts or trades.
Excellent. Who can answer the question? How did the people move to the blocks down the mountain?
With no train or truck.
We're using no trains or trucks. They did not use any trains or trucks. Excellent. All right. Is Ollantaytambo Lambo a castle or a fort? Do you remember we knew what's the difference between the castle and the fort? Is it a castle or a fort? Who can tell? A fort. Why? Because people can defend the city from Ollantaytambo Taupo. Is it? Super. Give them, both of them, a big applause, please. Now, it's one more paragraph. May I read it, please? May I? Do you allow me to read it? Yes. Thank you. Thank you. All right. I will borrow your, and you can have a look with your sister. The fifth one, pay attention to the questions in here. Sunday, 19th of July. Unfortunately, our next destination is Lima's airport. It's time to go home. Goodbye, Peru. All right. How are they going to... sorry ممكن نقطع الحتة دي؟ هنقطع الحتة اللي من أول ما أنا اتكلمت. All right. Friday, 17th of July. Today we are in Peru, in Puno, a small town near the Bolivian borders. From Puno, we are taking a boat to the Oros Islands. So, Oros, that's islands. People live in straw houses on these floating islands. Some of the straw houses are simple, but others are quite modern. They have even got satellite TV and Wi-Fi. Who can answer the question? How are they going to the Oros Islands? Who can tell? Yes. The boat. Excellent. By boat. Where do they live there? Who can answer? Yes. Straw houses. Some of them are very simple, but some are modern with satellite TVs and Wi-Fi. That has been the reading part of our lesson today. Is there any questions before we move to another part? All right, that was all for now. Nice to meet you all. Bye-bye.